The English high school serves a majority-minority population of students, 2/3 of whom qualify for subsidized meals in 9th through 12th grades in Boston, Massachusetts. English was identified as a turnaround school in 2010. Massachusetts turnaround schools that have made significant improvements focused on 4 key practices. They establish safe environments for teaching and learning. They use data to identify and meet student needs. They created vibrant communities of practice. And they were deliberate about instruction. This video highlights some ways that English High School implemented these practices. Xavier Rosas has taught at English High School for 15 years.
One of the things that Ms. Noriega did when she came here was she met with the school leaders and lead teachers, both the official and the unofficial leaders of the school, and asked what needs to happen here.
Lehia Noriega Murphy became principal in 2012.
There were several things that needed to be done, but we focused on 2. One mission, one school, because I find out that the school had different departments and they didn't know each other. The second thing was to build systems and structures in order to make sure the school was going to function in a smooth way. We focused on aligning this master schedule to give time to teachers to collaborate. We created the instructional whiteboard configuration where everybody was going to have the same format of planning and be able to talk about it, collaborate. We were going to meet the students where they were at, instead of creating something in a vacuum.
Caitlin Murphy teaches history and serves as the school's lead teacher.
Many of our students are coming into us having not completed core requirements in middle school, and so they have really big gaps. We started with this sort of mapping of the curriculum. When a student leaves English high school, they should have these skills. If I'm the 10th grade teacher, what do I expect my colleague in the 9th grade has prepared my students to be able to do? So we developed a teacher-driven benchmark assessment process.
Frank Swoboda teaches history and runs data meetings.
For several years, English High School has used the early warning indicator system to track data at a whole school, grade, and individual level. The 3 indicators we look at are attendance, behavior, and coursework, because research has shown that by analyzing data on these 3 indicators, we have a better chance of predicting who's at risk for dropping out, who are high-level students who need additional supports, and so forth.
A senior reflects on his experience at English.
So when I first came here, I was lost. I didn't know anything. It was a brand new country, a brand new language. Everything was new for me. I didn't know what to do. But then eventually, by the end of my first year in high school, I was starting to notice more stuff, like that will open gates that will walk me through to find out who I am in reality.
We noticed in looking at the benchmark data is that our students really struggle with literacy, and not just our English language learners. Our native English speakers really struggle. We decided to see if working with other students, empowering our students who are avid readers or who love to read or to do literacy work, what if we put them in the role of a teacher?
A senior talks about mentoring.
The biggest skill I learned would be like having one-on-one, like actually teaching someone something.
We read about metacognition, and we looked at data about, what does it mean for someone if they don't learn how to read in high school? What's the purpose for reading? After they were trained, we brought in groups of 10th graders, and the senior mentors helped them pick books and then read alongside them, helping them. Students who had felt disengaged by the traditional ELA curriculum felt like in this context they could connect with literature, which was great.
Another senior describes becoming a mentor.
When I was a sophomore, I was a mentee. All my experience started because I need help in math and in English, and I did have these mentors that helped me. By the time that I started getting better in my junior and my senior year, they selected me as a mentor. I become a mentor.
So we are in a point where students are becoming teachers. And when they master the skills, we know they got it. I'm very, very happy that our students feel proud of the school, they feel connected, and they want to go and teach others and give back to the community.
A Career and Vocational Technical Education Program, CVTE, has been evolving at English High School over the past 3 years.
English is known as America's oldest public high school, but really outside of that, in modern times, we really didn't have that what was the thing that drew kids to English? And the CVTE programs and the technical pathways is now that it. It used to be kids talking about, I want to make money, I want to be successful. And now they're actually able to pinpoint why they want to go in a particular industry and how they're going to get there.
I was having this question of who I can be in the future: a soccer player, a graphic designer, a doctor, a science thing. I can be anything if I want to. But the teacher who helped me was Mr. Roses, the one who actually taught me what I can be good at.
CVTE students also serve as mentors. The Tech Rangers teach adults how to use digital technology.
We would go out to the libraries, bring our own tech with us, like laptops and iPads. And any parents that are passing by, we would tell them, like, oh, we're doing this workshop downstairs. If you want to come by, we could teach you some cool things.
Other student mentors go into middle schools and teach about STEAM, science, technology, engineering, art, and math.
STEAM Pathfinders is a program in the high school that, as a student, is recruited to be a mentor for two days per week. We go to the middle school and then we teach them about this specific path. We will help them to see what they want to do in reality, like to have this clear path in the future.
So in order to continue sustaining the progress of the school, we believe in teacher development and also leadership opportunities. So we have created a system of teacher mentorship.
Dante Thomas is a first-year teacher who was mentored by Xavier Rosas.
My mentor, he's just been amazing. He's helped me out tremendously. Ever since I started here in 2013 as a digital lab coordinator, he's slowly but surely, pushed me into the education field. It's been rewarding, it's been invigorating, it's been dynamic.
I really find success when I've taught my mentee how to do this thing and have him start to take off and grow it. No one person is turning around a school, I can tell you that.
Teachers feel like there's a place in here where they can become professionals, where they're respected for their ideas. And we just love people to be here teaching and feeling like, wow, this is a nice school where I want to be and retire from. And the students to come back and become teachers. We are really waiting for that to happen at English.